From fiery volcanoes to bone-chilling wilderness, we have got you covered in this video, where we are going to talk about the 15 most dangerous places on the Earth. Trust us, the Bermuda Triangle will look like a relief when in from of places where the volcanoes can erupt any time, where the water is always hot and steamy naturally. Yes, you heard that right. Without any further ado, let's jump into the video to uncover more such places. 15. Ice roads in Siberia. Siberia's icy land is home to something truly incredible: the ice roads. Imagine roads made entirely of ice, stretching across the frozen landscape like crystal ribbons. But don't be fooled by their beauty. These roads are not for the faint-hearted. You see, the ice roads are like frozen highways that connect remote areas in Siberia. They are the lifeline for many people living in these icy regions, helping them transport goods and travel between villages. But here's the catch: navigating these frozen highways is a risky business. Why, you ask? Well, for starters, the weather in Siberia can be downright unpredictable. One moment it's clear skies and sunshine, and the next a blizzard sweeps in, covering everything in a thick blanket of snow. And let me tell you, driving on ice during a blizzard is like trying to dance on a slippery floor. It's not easy. But wait, there's more. The conditions on the ice roads themselves can be treacherous. Picture a narrow strip of ice stretching as far as the eye can see, with nothing but frozen tundra on either side. And if that's not nerve-wracking enough, there are often cracks and crevices in the ice, ready to swallow up anything that dares to cross them. Now, imagine being behind the wheel of a big, lumbering truck, loaded down with supplies for a remote village. Your heart races as you navigate the icy twists and turns, praying that you won't hit a patch of black ice or encounter a sudden snowdrift. It's a test of skill and nerve, and only the bravest and most experienced drivers dare to tackle it. But despite the dangers, there's something undeniably exhilarating about driving on the ice roads. The frozen landscapes stretch out in every direction, sparkling in the sunlight like a winter wonderland. As you journey across the ice, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the sheer beauty of Siberia in all its icy glory. 14. Socotra, Yemen. Socotra is not your typical vacation destination. It has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is equivalent to a Gold Star for excellence. However, Socotra has a few surprises hidden in addition to its distinct appeal, which lends a hint of danger. Let's start by talking about the strange and amazing. Socotra's vegetation and animals are like something from a fantastical book. Dragon's blood trees are tall trees with limbs that like they are reaching for the sky. Strangely shaped flora dot the terrain, giving the impression that you have arrived in a strange world. What about the animals? They're Socotra's own little celebrities, therefore they're not your normal creatures. Everything is out of the world in place with a tinge of scariness. The plot surprise is that Socotra has difficulties in addition to this otherworldly beauty, and the place needs protection. You may be asking yourself why Socotra has to be protected. Well, Socotra is in danger despite being recognized by UNESCO and having breathtaking scenery. The delicate balance of this special environment is in danger due to human activities, climate change, and even the introduction of non-native species. 13. Mauna Loa, Hawaii. Turning our attention to the Pacific, here we hop on to Mauna Loa's slopes. The breathtaking views, the lush vegetation, and the soft whispers of the tropical air make for a picture-perfect setting. It appears to be a utopia on Earth. The worst part is that this massive volcano is prone to erupting and has a short fuse. Although Mauna Loa may appear peaceful, it is anything but that. This volcano is not scared to display its volatile character. Beneath its picturesque facade, there may be a danger to the neighboring surroundings. You can likely expect they're a massive sleeping giant capable of trembling the very earth we stand on. You may be wondering how something so lovely might be hazardous. Most of the adventurers have the same question. Due to its enormous size and ongoing activity, it has the potential to erupt at any time. 12. The Darien Gap, Central America. Entering this thick, hostile jungle that stretches directly between Panama and Colombia gives our voyage a difficult twist. It's like walking on a sea of green, each stride a dance with the wild. The Darien Gap is a site where Mother Nature displays her untamed side, so it's not your typical park stroll. You might be wondering why this forest is so unique. First of all, there isn't a GPS to direct you. Sadly, there are no paved roads nearby. Navigating through dense jungles, muddy marshes, and tangled vines is similar to solving a puzzle with constantly shifting components. Trust us, the terrain is dangerous. It's a challenge that has put many intrepid travelers to the test. It's not just a stroll. Anyone brave enough to traverse the notoriously difficult Darien Gap will face an obstacle course. But wild beauty can be found among the difficult terrain. Envision an abundance of verdant vegetation, unique fauna, and the reverberating noises of the natural world. In this untamed place, every sound made by the bushes whispers a secret, and each step reveals something new. 11. The Great Blue Hole, Belize. Beneath the azure waters, the Great Blue Hole resembles a hidden treasure trove found in nature. However, don't let the name deceive you. It's more than simply a hole. Divers and adventurers from all over the world have been captivated by this underwater wonder. You'll be struck by the Great Blue Hole's breathtaking magnificence as soon as we descend into its core. The water's blue hue defies explanation. It's a blend of cobalt, turquoise, and all the hues in between. It feels like you've jumped into an undersea painting with all of the vivid colors. The catch is that there are difficulties associated with this beauty. When diving the Great Blue Hole, even the most seasoned divers must use caution. You might wonder why. To begin with, it's really deep. Going down into its depths is like going into another dimension, where the aquatic world develops inexplicably and the sunshine plays tricks on your senses. You will come across underwater stalactites and stalagmites that appear to defy gravity as you explore the depths. Exploring these historic formations is like traveling back in time as they reveal the narrative of the Blue Hole's past. However, take caution. Even the most experienced divers may have a tingling feeling of the unknown in the hole's shadowy depths. 10. The Amazon rainforest, South America. One of the first things you will notice is the amazing variety of species that inhabit the dense green canopy of the Amazon. Exotic animals seem to arrive at every corner. Curious monkeys swing from limb to tree, and colorful parrots fill the sky with their hues. It is a multi-sensory, live, breathing work of art inspired by nature. But our journey wouldn't be complete if we didn't acknowledge the dangers that lie beneath the allure. Despite its beauty, the Amazon rainforest has its share of difficulties. There is a world of hidden perils beneath the canopy, including cunning predators and treacherous terrain that may trip up even the most daring adventurers. The remarkable diversity of the animals presents one of the difficulties. It's exciting to see, but it also means coming across animals that have venom, fangs, and special defenses. The Amazon rainforest is a wild place where every organism has its own means of survival, from sly jaguars to disguised insects. Not only is the Amazon rainforest home to amazing species, but it also serves a vital role in preserving the health of our world. It produces a large amount of the world's oxygen and absorbs carbon dioxide, functioning as the planet's lungs. 9. The Gates of Hell, Turkmenistan. The first thing you will notice as we get closer to this captivating sight is the bizarre dance of flames lighting up the night sky. It resembles an enormous wildfire that never ends. The origins of this flaming phenomenon can be traced to Soviet scientists who unintentionally bored into a natural gas-filled cavern in the 1970s. They thought it would burn out in a few weeks, so they decided to set it on fire to prevent the emission of hazardous chemicals. Let me warn you, it didn't. Rather, Darvaza transformed into an endless flame, producing an odd and captivating scenery deep within Turkmenistan's desert. It makes sense why the locals dubbed it the Gates of Hell so quickly. However, Darvaza is now more than just a random desert fire. Rather, it represents both human involvement and the unwavering spirit of nature. It's more than simply a fire pit. It's evidence of how unpredictable our attempts to control nature can be. 8. Yellowstone National Park, USA. Yellowstone is a captivating but dangerous geothermal wonderland with boiling hot springs and erratic geysers. The breathtaking vistas enthrall you as soon as we enter this immense area of splendor. With its majestic valleys, thick woods, and towering mountains, Yellowstone appears to be Mother Nature's work of art. But appearances can be deceiving, my friends. Yellowstone's diverse array of geothermal wonders is the true spectacle, exhibiting an array of shapes and sizes. Imagine the vivid colors and the steam rising like an enigmatic fog as you stand close to a seething, boiling hot spring. These hot springs produce a captivating show that is both beautiful and hazardous, much like nature's cauldrons. You see, there is a hotspot of volcanic activity underlying Yellowstone's placid exterior. These geothermal marvels are produced by the simmering, molten energy of the Earth just below the surface. But exquisite beauty also carries a high risk. In addition to offering possible hazards like boiling hot springs, acidic pools, and the constant possibility of an unplanned eruption, Yellowstone's geothermal features are also what makes it so alluring. 7. The Bermuda Triangle. Imagine yourself on a ship with the wind in your sails and the briny sea breeze caressing your face as you set out on this nautical journey. The Devil's Triangle, sometimes referred to as the Bermuda Triangle, is a hazily delineated region in the western North Atlantic Ocean. The sea of mystery it creates, forming a triangle with Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has captivated the interest of both writers and mariners. The Bermuda Triangle has an undeserved reputation as a real-life danger zone due to the countless stories of ships and airplanes going missing. So do not be alarmed, my friends. We are going to solve the riddles and distinguish the real from the made-up stories. After investigating this mysterious area, scientists and specialists discovered that, statistically speaking, the Bermuda Triangle is no more dangerous than any other area of the ocean, despite having seen its fair share of tragedies. 6. Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, Ukraine. Imagine a landscape filled with overgrown streets, abandoned houses, and a disquieting silence that speaks of times past as we enter the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. That's where the catastrophic meltdown of a nuclear reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant occurred in 1986, with ripple effects that went well beyond the boundaries of Ukraine. Many years have passed, and nature is beginning to retake its space. Buildings that have been abandoned serve as eerie reminders of times past, when they were bustling with life. Not merely a deserted area, the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone is a monument to nature's unwavering determination to restore what was once taken from it. The catch is that the area is not only frozen in time, but also has radioactive fallout lingering in it. But the wildlife has a different narrative to tell. Through the lush environments, animals walk freely, from curious foxes to wild horses. Seeing nature adapt and flourish in a setting tainted by human misery is a weird sight. 5. Aokigahara Forest, Japan. Look at this place as dense vegetation producing eerie shadows on the forest floor as we enter the Aokigahara forest. This will create a mystical and scary mood. This location is highly mysterious and emotionally charged due to its reputation being closely linked to the awful reality of suicide. The forest has become notorious as a place where people choose to take their own lives for a variety of reasons. We'll delve into the tales that underlie this reputation as we examine the trails of this unsettling reality that has cast a pall over Aokigahara. The forest has secrets that bear witness to the breadth of human experience, from old traditions that mention spirits to the contemporary hardships that draw people here. Aokigahara is a region of amazing natural beauty, despite the fact that it is sometimes cloaked in tragedy. There are towering trees, unusual plants, and a peaceful quietness around the woodland. 4. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. Danakil Depression is a landscape that defies reality. The mineral deposits under your feet provide a captivating palette that makes the ground appear to be painted in a kaleidoscope of colors. As you take in the splendor, keep in mind that you are embarking on a journey into one of the harshest places our planet has to offer. This is not your typical park stroll. The Danakil Depression is a geological paradise sculpted by forces beneath the Earth's crust, not just a gorgeous place with colors. Splashing lava lakes rise to the surface here, sending smoke plumes skyward like planet-deep whispers. The air is heavy with the smell of sulfur, and it feels like the Earth itself is breathing there. However, why the prudence? As it happens, one of the hottest spots on Earth is the Danakil Depression. 3. Snake Island, Brazil. It is an island off the coast of Brazil that is encircled by the sapphire-hued waters of the Atlantic Ocean and covered in a thick layer of flora. It may appear to be a tropical paradise from the outside, but don't let that deceive you. The menacing moniker Snake Island was given to Ilha de Queimada Grande for a purpose. The first thing you will notice when we enter this forbidden zone is how many snakes there are. The golden lancehead viper, one of the most poisonous snakes on the globe, lives on the island. Encounters with this sly serpent can be dangerous, thus it should not be taken lightly. There is an estimated 1 snake for every square meter of the island due to the enormous concentration of snakes here. You may wonder why this island is off-limits to the general population. It's not only that the snakes find guests uncomfortable, though. A single bite from a golden lancehead viper can be lethal due to its strong venom, which can seriously hurt humans. 2. Death Valley, USA. Envision a broad stretch of sun-kissed desert where the ground appears to emanate waves of warmth and the air shimmers with heat. For you, that's Death Valley, where temperatures can soar over a scorching 130 degrees Fahrenheit or 54 degrees Celsius. Don't let the name deceive you, though. Death Valley is a fascinating world of contrasts, rather than merely a place of extremes. The first thing you will notice is how big the area is as we head into this sweltering wilderness. A painter's palette of natural delights, Death Valley is home to towering sand dunes, untamed mountains, and endless salt flats. However, beneath the beauty lurks a brutal reality where one must carefully navigate the elements in order to survive. More than water and sunscreen are involved in Death Valley's survival. Every facet of Death Valley life, from the hardy desert plants that have adapted to harsh circumstances to the mysterious fauna that lives here, relates a tale of adaptation and perseverance. 1. Mount Everest. The final one on our list is obviously the top Everest. Reaching its summits is a risky dance combined with the desire for victory. The breathtaking vistas alone are not what this beautiful summit offers. It's a lethal challenge where the narrow line separating catastrophe and triumph is as unstable as the mountain itself. Come along as we investigate the icy conditions, hazy visibility, and erratic weather that characterize the pursuit of fame on the highest mountain in the world. Imagine yourself at the foot of Mount Everest, gazing up at the sky from its snow-capped summit. Adventurers have been drawn to the challenge of scaling the highest mountain in the world for many years. However, when we set out on our adventure, let's not be deceived by its attraction. Instead, let's face the harsh obstacles that lie in waiting for those who have the courage to climb. One of the biggest obstacles on Everest is the thin air at high elevations. The air pressure drops as climbers ascend, making breathing difficult. Around 26,247 feet, or 8,000 meters, is where the infamous death zone starts, where the oxygen shortage becomes potentially fatal. It takes physical stamina, mental toughness, and acclimatization to survive in this hostile environment. That's not all, though. Frigid temperatures and erratic weather add still another level of difficulty. There is always a risk of frostbite, avalanches, and unexpected storms. Everest's weather is unpredictable, making an otherwise doable ascent into a life-or-death situation. Each step is a test of courage and resilience, with the unforgiving mountain-challenging climbers to push beyond their limits. Yet, as we explore the dangers, we also celebrate the triumphs, the indomitable spirit of those who conquered Everest. We'll hear stories of triumph and tragedy, tales of summit glory, and the sacrifices made in pursuit of a dream. Have you heard of any of these places before? Do share what you heard with us in the comments section below. See you soon in the next video.